Most of the multiple species of animals that we as humans have developed relationships with over the years are domesticated animals, including dogs, cats, rabbits, and farm animals. All it takes is one look from a dog or a few moments spent with a cat to know animals are capable of bonding with humans. Our usual go to pets tend to want lots of attention and clearly enjoy spending time with us. But other species are capable of feeling the love, too. In this video, we will tell you about the 9 incidents when animals surprise humans. Ready to take a look? Let's get it on. You know how when your parents build the only pool in the neighborhood, everyone suddenly wants to be your friend. Number 9. Oh no, oh no. Well, this is just like when a person who's bullied you for the last 3 years shows up at your house like your best buddies just because they want to dip in the water on a hot day. They weren't invited, but who's gonna tell them? No, not you. That's for sure. Yeah, wish I could just go and just let nature take its course. Who knows what the consequences might be? You just gotta let it happen and hope someone else is gonna come along to get rid of them for you, or frankly, you're just gonna let them have the pull out for themselves forever. The phrase fashionably late still holds true for a good reason. It's usually not good to be the first to arrive. This young bear has clearly showed up too early to this pool party long before his host was expecting him. He tries to act casual for a while, but it quickly gets too awkward to handle. So what do you do in a situation like that? But to tactfully and discreetly try to wake up your sleeping host? Alright, in this case, maybe that wasn't the best idea. The poor bear is gonna have to find new friends now. Number 8. The shame is just too much. It seems mountain lions are big safari enthusiasts. Hello, can I help you? I just love going to look for humans in their natural habitats, just like humans. The mountain lion was caught on camera, taking her 3 children to the zoo to look at people. They seem pretty happy just walking around this person's back garden and into the neighborhood to see how many more people they can spot. And this isn't the only time. There's a surprising amount of footage of mountain lions in the suburbs, peeking in the human house in the same way we do when we go to the safari to look at them. Number 7. Everyone needs their own superhero, and this is the Raccoon's one. I don't know which villain was operating in the skyscraper, but Raccoon Man was on it. He was determined to save all those poor humans trapped inside the building and thwart evil while he did it. But the villain was smarter than the raccoon. Man thought he'd bolted all the windows shut to keep the Raccoon Man out. The Raccoon Man's only option was to summon all the strength he had and climb all the way to the very top of the evil skyscraper headquarters and enter the building via the vents of the roof. But will he make it? Yes, of course he will. This Raccoon Man vanquishing evil yet again. Gang wars don't just happen between humans. This gang alliance is keen to show humans who's boss. They don't care if you have a car or they don't. This is their turn and you're not gonna push them around. Humans can only dream of walking with that kind of swagger. Number 6. Sometimes an animal's habitat is just as interesting as the animal itself because it reveals so much about them. This bear certainly believes that he carefully broke into the family's home while they were asleep, being careful not to disturb them so he could investigate their habitat. He is clearly some kind of anthropological researcher because a normal bear would never open the fridge just to peek inside. They will steal food from it. No, this bear is just trying to find out what the humans eat, how they function in their home, what tools they use, and all those types of science things that some people just love hogging the spotlight. Number 5. These loomers are some serious show offs, and they weren't about to just let this reporter take over the show, even if the show was rightfully his. No, they were made to be on camera, and they were obviously determined to prove it. I hate to say it, but the loomers were right. This guy doesn't handle the situation particularly well. The loomers, on the other hand, can do tricks, slapstick, and have great costumes. They might as well just give the show to them. Now, this film crew had been out all day filming Komodo dragons in the wild. Little did they know that one of their subjects had decided to make it easier for them to capture him on camera by climbing into their bathroom. I guess they could be glad he decided to pay them a visit in the daytime rather than when they were stumbling half asleep into the bathroom in the middle of the night. He just wanted to give them what they wanted. Number 4. There are plenty of animals that make good bedfellows, like a cat, maybe because they're soft and cuddly and they keep you warm at night. These snakes obviously think that these people want them in their bed. But I can't say I agree. My question is, what the hell? Or maybe they had a more sinister motive. Whatever their purpose, it's not nice to hide inside people's mattresses, no matter what kind of animal you are. Just knocking on the door and saying hi like a good house guest. Let's face it, lions are too cool for you. They're never going to let a human into their gang. You might have better luck joining the monkeys. Instead, they're a group of highly skilled, brazen thieves that operate outside the law. They'll steal your sunglasses, hats, shoes, even your phone, and you'll never see it coming. But don't be fooled, these monkeys aren't petty thieves. They're far more advanced than that. Look at this. Look at his hair. And they've seen too many mafia movies. They don't want our sunglasses, they just want your food. The good stuff. And they'll hold you to ransom. Just watch the tactics this one pulls out. He's only interested in the best food, not stupid peanuts. And he has the guy's phone, so he knows he has the upper hand. Number 3. Call Scorsese. We have his next film. The monkeys have yet to be caught, but if they do, we know who they're calling. This is stuff all the honey badger. And he's notorious for what we call essentially high security badger prisons wedges. Sure, he was put in there for his own safety after he had an encounter with some lions after breaking into their enclosure, but only the toughest animals would break into a lion's house. So it won't be surprising, so it won't surprise you that he doesn't care why he's locked away. He wants to prove he can escape and that he wants to rub your nose in it. As the lions will tell you, he doesn't only know how to break out, he can break in these caves pretty frequently and breaks into the keeper's bedroom just to let him know he'll never be outsmarted. Number 2. There are some friendships so strong that they will never be broken, no matter how long you've separated. For animals feel that way to this. Penguin was found covered in oil and starving to death by his human friend Joe. The human nurse denied him the penguin back to health and tried to set him free, but denied him didn't want to leave. Eventually he did, and everyone said he wouldn't come back. But he returns to the Brazilian coast every year to spend a few months with his retired fisherman friend. Number 1. That's what I call true love. You know how Tarzan is a story about a human raised by apes? Well, this is just like Tarzan, if it had been written by pelicans. There's this not so little guy who lost his flock in a storm when he was a baby, and these humans took him to try and help. They're trying really hard to teach him how to do the pelican thing, like fly, and he's getting the hang of it. Luckily, since their best way to teach him was to run up and down the beach while flapping their arms around, but even though he's learning to be a pelican, he still clearly thinks he's doing human stuff like fishing from a boat. It's entertaining, but also difficult having a naughty child in the house. It likes to inspect everything, but that's not necessarily a good thing. When you're this clumsy, but still, it's cute. It is so cute. It would have been difficult not to forgive it when it's sleeping on the couch, getting excited by shiny things, or trying to steal brownies off the kitchen counter, just like any child would. Animals and humans can be friends too. Sure, it's rare, but when it happens, the animals like to come around for a visit, just like humans do. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.